Hi, Jenny Brimhall here. This is our second career presentation for Family 150 Section 4. The career that I've chosen to research this time was that of a youth outreach educator. And this particular position is with the Iowa State University Extension and Outreach. Their working environment, this position will work in a team environment with Iowa State University management for Johnson County 4-H and K-12 programs. The typical stressors that might be found in this position are that the person in this position must connect ISU to every young person, in Johnson County through 4-H priority topics, through healthy living, citizenship and leadership, and communication and the arts. So they involve the youth in all of those things. They develop partnerships with schools, with youth organizations and agencies, with businesses and individuals to deliver high-quality curriculum developed by ISU and other land-grant universities and 4-H to Iowa's youth. They evolve offerings and methods to reflect changes in youth and society so that the youth can remain active through short and long-term experiences. The delivery methods may include after-school programs, camps, clubs, events, and school programs. Some of the common job tasks might be program management, which means they would maintain the records and prepare the reports as required. They would provide leadership for the volunteer management system, and they're also in charge of planning and organizing the Johnson County 4-H and FFA fair activities as they relate to the 4-H and K-12 outreach programs. They also lead and support the 4-H and K-12 outreach program areas of community club, special interest, school enrichment, camps, and others as assigned. They order the necessary materials in a timely manner. They plan, promote, and implement 4-H and K-12 outreach activities. They collaborate with the 4-H Youth Development Program Specialists to implement programs in Johnson County, and they ensure that the policy compliance for all youth programs matches up with the Iowa State standards. Another thing that they work with, of course, kind of stated above, with youth development. They are also in charge of communication and member client support, which means they maintain correspondence with the 4-H members, volunteers, extension support staff, and the public through newsletters, newspapers, news releases, and written correspondence. They schedule and facilitate meetings with club leaders, and they provide leadership to assist them in planning and carrying out group activities. They coordinate forms and correspondence for area and state events and opportunities. They develop or maintain social media presence. They market the K-12 youth outreach programs and the volunteer needs to garner the interest in the 4-H program. And they communicate value and impacts of 4-H and youth programs to stakeholders, volunteers, and the public. The last thing that I wanted to talk about that they do in this position is the professional volunteer development, which means they coordinate the leadership training for youth and leaders. They recruit and screen volunteers for various roles and activities, and they assist, coordinate, and support volunteers in conducting the assigned tasks. And of course, they also have to develop plans to build that volunteer base. And resource development for leveraging partnerships to secure the public-private program support, and they also are in charge of securing grant fund money for the 4-H and K-12 programming, and they design and oversee fundraising efforts for K-12 youth programming and the 4-H program. The educational requirements for this position, this particular one, they would like you to at least have an associate's, but they would prefer a bachelor's, and that bachelor's can be any education related to this field is preferred, or the equivalent experience with and you must have previous experience working with the youth. So it sounds like a really great career to me. Thank you.